What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jack. So we're going to go over our friend Matic. I am now giving trade signals, and I gave one for Matic, and currently we're making some juicy profits here. I am still using the DCA trade strategy, of course. It does take a little bit longer to play out when the market is moving sideways like this. So I thought I would also give some signals, and we dropped the Matic one yesterday, and we're making some juicy profits. So we're sitting at $1.47. We're up about 6.7 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 11.39 billion, 24-hour volume 783 million. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app. Grab one of the incredible Visa cards, cashback, and crypto free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives, $25 just for signing up through my referral. Sorry, guys. They're okay. They're working on the roof right now. So, and the trade signals are $10 a month. You can sign up through the Patreon to gain access into the Discord. So let's hop into Matic. So we're here on the 4-hour time frame. Now with our DCA strategy, our break even is sitting at 172. But I'll show you guys the trade setup in a minute here. So we are creating lower lows. We met the technical target of our bear pennant here, and we've seen a beautiful bounce right off that level of support at about $1.34, $1.35. As you can see here, lower lows, higher lows on the RSI. Now I have noticed in many, not always, but in many cases when there's a bullish divergence, there'll be 3 legs down. You'll go 1, 2, 3, and you'll see 3 higher lows, 1, 2, 3, and then you'll see the push back to the upside. It doesn't always work like that, but I have noticed on the 4-hour time frame, you usually see 3 legs down and then see your bullish divergence start to play out. So as you can see here, we're starting to see a nice push. Money is flowing back into Matic. We do have that resistance level at about $1.50. I just want to quickly pop over to the next chart here, which is on the daily. So here's the trade setup that we took. 2 entries, equal amounts, 135, 124. Bring your average price down to about 129 if it does drop, and then there is a stop loss underneath if it continues to sell off here. And as you can see, we're seeing a beautiful bounce back to the upside. We already crossed one of our take profit zones at 142. So that was a beautiful trade of about 7% all the way up to the top of the wick, about 10% so far. You can see with our descending broadening wedge, we broke out, we back tested it, and we're starting to see a nice little bounce. Money flow bottom section, and that's usually when you see money start to flow back into Matic. Now it would still have a lot of work to do. It can just simply come up, get rejected, roll over, and see continuation of the downtrend, or create a double bottom pattern. As you can see here, we came down, we hit resistance, we roll over, and we create a double bottom. That is another possibility here. So on the daily, we are back underneath the EMAs. So if we come up and we hit them as resistance, currently we're hitting the golden ratio. Let me open this up. The golden ratio as resistance, we broke below it. Now we're back testing it. So if we fail to get back above it, I would expect us to roll over and come back down to $1.35. And then your next level of support, in my opinion, is $1.24, which lines up with the 1.272 extension. We came all the way back down to where we started with our Fibonacci here. And that is usually a sign that you're going to at least come back down to the 1.272. Not always, but it is a higher probability. So if we get rejected by the EMAs, we roll. I would expect us to come back down to 122. And the bullish scenario, we get back above the EMAs and we come back up to retest this high all the way up at $1.74. Now there is a much larger pattern I've noticed on the daily, and it's a massive falling wedge pattern with a massive bullish divergence. As you can see here, we've been creating lower lows while creating higher lows on the daily RSI, signifying to us that the bears are running out of strength on the daily. So as you can see here, we are creating a massive falling wedge pattern. So if we bounce up to this level of resistance, that's coming in at about $1.60. If we were to lose this low, I would expect to bounce off about $1.24 and come up for a retest of this level of resistance. It is a bullish reversal pattern. So if we were to come up and break out here, hold as support, you would be in a technical target all the way up to the top of the wedge at about $2.24. But as of right now, we are underneath the EMA. So that would be the first big test, in my opinion, for Matic. We are holding this massive level of support, seeing a bounce, which is exactly what we want to see. So you want to see that volume step in to come up and test about $1.60. If we do roll and we fail to create that double bottom on the smaller time frames, I would expect us to come down to about $1.24. And let me drop in a little line here. So you can see $1.24 where this wick came down to, and we have support in this area. If we scroll back, looks like we have some resistance right here as well. Bybit, okay, I guess we can't go any further back on Bybit here. So definitely watch this falling wedge pattern as well as this bullish divergence on the daily. Let's pop into Ethereum. We're here on the daily time frame. We came very, very close to our technical target of 2881. I did say watch 3002 does give us a good opportunity to bounce, as there is a lot of support in that area. And we are starting to see a little bit of a bounce here, but we are getting rejected by the 55 EMA on the daily. So of course we would have to get back above it if we are going to see continuation up to this level of resistance at 3281. I would also watch for resistance right here at about 3156. Let me drop in a little price tag. Where we previously held some support, you can see resistance in this area as well. Definitely could act as resistance for ETH. If we do get rejected and we roll over here, actually let me pop over to our next chart. You can see here we came all the way back down to the bottom of our white support box, and we're seeing a little bit of a bounce. If we drop out of this support box, I would expect us to come down to the golden ratio at 2869. And I've dropped in this support box. You can see support in this area, resistance right here, resistance here as well, resistance in this area, in between about 2835 and about 2721. But as of right now, we've created a higher low. So if we were to hold this level of support, a little bit of consolidation, and we bounce back to the upside, what we're doing is we're creating an uptrend. We have a low, we have a higher low. So if we were to come up, we were to break this high, then we would be creating a higher high and breaking these levels of resistance and starting an uptrend for our friend ETH. I almost said Matic. As you can see here on the money flow, we are very close to the bottom section on the daily, and that usually is when you see a bounce. As you can see right here, we saw a bounce right here as well, major bounce back to the upside. So we'll see if 2976 holds and we see a bounce and we see a continuation of this uptrend. If we do push up here, just watch for a potential double top pattern, and then just look for resistance at about 3182. Resistance here, resistance in this area, definitely could act as resistance for our friend ETH. Now if we look at the Ethereum, oh, I didn't open them up. Oh, sorry guys, just a quick minute here. Let me open up the ETH short positions, USD short. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're working towards all your goals and aspirations. So as we can see here with this little bit of push up, the shorts are getting liquidated, hitting their stop loss, taking profits, which is what the bulls want to see here. If price continues to push up, you will see shorts start to get liquidated, which will push up the price more. Let's look at the ETH longs really quickly here. Usually I have this prepared. Not a lot of movement for the long position, so we'll see if the longs start to increase going into the end of the week. But a little bit of drop with the short positions here, so we'll see if we bounce from this level, 2976. Just watch the volume. Let me pop over to the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, as you can see, the volume still is quite low, which can be a warning sign. If we do get rejected here, we may create a little bit of a double bottom. If we lose 2976, I do think your next strong level of support, let me drop in a little price tag here, is coming in at about 2846, which lines up very closely with the golden ratio at about 2869 for ETH. Your levels of resistance, in my opinion, 3182 and then about 3293. Let me quickly pull this over. Those will definitely be strong resistance for ETH if we do see a push up here, as well as the EMAs coming down here will definitely act as resistance. So for Matic in the short term, if we do start to roll over here, I know we're overbought on the 1-hour time frame. Let me see the 1 hour. Yeah, the money flow is super high and we're quite overbought. So either you're going to see some consolidation or a move back down. So if we were to come back down, just watch for a potential double bottom pattern. If we come down, we start to bounce, could see a beautiful breakout back to the upside. If that support is lost, I would target $1.26 as your next level of support. You can see support in this area. Let me quickly open this up, the 4-hour time frame, scroll back here. Yeah, quite a bit of support here, support in this area as well. So that would be your next major level of support. Lines up with our 5th entry, which was at $1.24. Equal amounts at each buy zone brings your average price down halfway each time. As a spot trader, our break even is currently sitting at 172. And then the $10 membership gives you access to our trade signals, entries, exits, take profits, and stop losses. And just keep an eye on the golden ratio. Definitely a very strong level of resistance at 147. If we fail to get back above it, we will roll over and come back down to 135. And your levels of resistance going forward for Matic at about 152. See all the support in this area here. and then I'll drop in this level as well, coming in at about $1.64. Support right here, resistance in this area, resistance in this area, resistance and support in this area as well. So there's your levels of support and resistance. That's basically it for this one. Shout out to the Discord where we have buy and take profit zones, the DCA charts for the live trades on the channel. We have the trade signals here for the $10 membership. Everything else is accessible at $350 USD, and over 1,800 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. You really can't beat it. You can sign up to the Patreon. If you want to trade with me, sign up to Bybit, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.